Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having an absolutely incredible day. As always, likes, comments, and subscribes are appreciated. Yesterday the trend was everybody telling me where they're from. Today, tell me what your favorite altcoin is in the comment section. I expect great things. And the special Wednesday NFT drop will happen in a couple of hours. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why this one in the middle got burned. I have no idea. I am currently in talks with them to figure out why my item is not there. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Oh, also, sorry if you hear the construction happening. I don't know if you can hear it. A lot of times people tell me they can't. It's that. Anyway, it's gone. For some reason, they find it very appropriate to start doing construction around like 6 something in the morning. So much fun. All right, let's move on. At the moment, for those of you not looking at the screen, it says Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins trim gains. Bitcoin is down by 2%. Ethereum is down by like 2.5%, maybe 3%. A lot of the news has become quite dramaticals over the last couple of hours. It's not that they're trimming gains or that the bears have taken over. It's not that the monsters are fighting amongst themselves for the glory of the earth. I don't know whatever is supposed to be there. It's that people are taking profits. We've had this so many thousands of times before. Multiple things happen. If we go from a random numbers, a $20,000 Bitcoin to a $75,000 Bitcoin in a straight shot up, that means a bubble. That means there's a very big problem and prices are going to collapse very soon. However, what usually ends up happening is we start to go up very fast. People begin to take profit so that they procure, get back their original investment. This is usually for institutional investors and or people who are day trading, and then they end up putting money back into the market after they've gotten back their initial 2 million or whatever big money amount that they've had. There has never been a time, that's the sound. There has never been a time where we've gone completely straight up and just kind of stayed there. There's always a bounce to it all the time. We've even had a bounce the last couple of days. Remember at the beginning of every video, I was like, hey, Bitcoin's down by 0.5%. But guess what's going to happen sometimes later? And then the price of Bitcoin had gone back up. So there's not a lot of price news, and I'm not sure why this guy's doing a Superman. What is even happening in this photo? He jumped from the breaking price, and now he's just floating forward. I don't get it. It says technical analysis. Ethereum extends decline. Why Ethereum could revisit $3,000. There's a lot of news like this. It's just rich people taking profit before they start putting money back into the market. You can even see in the dip that we had, it's already starting to slide back up. Can you slide back up? I'm not really sure. Anyway, that's all the price news. Basically, replace Ethereum with any other altcoin, and it's the same exact article floating around. One of them was talking about, is XRP going to revisit? I think it was like $1.20, and I'm like, Stop grabbing for headlines. Anyway, that's the Superman jumping from a broken arrow news. And let's move on. Does that happen anywhere else? Is it just a thing where they're like, oh, guys, it's 5:30 in the morning, let's start construction? I appreciate, the area looking more beautifuler as they continue to reconstruct it. But gosh darn it, if it isn't a bit of a nuisance early in the morning. Also in confusing picture news, for those of you not looking at the screen, the title says long-term hodler supply hits all-time high. Today, long-term Bitcoin holders control 12.7 million Bitcoin and have accumulated 460,000 Bitcoin in the last 30 days alone. But the picture is of a frothing bear, and I'm not really, see, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, it should be like a bull maybe who's frothing, because it's bullish that so many people are holding Bitcoin and almost 500,000 Bitcoin is gone in the last 30 days off the market. But it's a bear. It's a frothy bear who's eating a Bitcoin, and it's not he's not even eating it correctly. Like, it's like right side up. He's never going to be able to chew it. So I just don't get exactly what's happening. So yeah, without having to even read through this one, there's a lot of positive news throughout the entirety of the market. There's a lot of Bitcoin's hash rate is back. There's a lot of Bitcoin's market cap is all-time high. It's near the $1 trillion mark again. Indicators are pointing to a 5x in Bitcoin's price. All these really cool things. Once again, if we had dropped by 17%, I would go, oh boy, what's happening with the market? But it's the same thing we've seen the last couple of days. It is a short dip. Assumption, we probably will go back up either today or within the next couple of days, because that's what actually tends to happen. All the fundamentals are great, looking amazing, swimmingly well, but for some reason there's a frothy bear. Is that a bear? Is it a dog? No, it's a bear. It doesn't have like doggy ears. All right, that's all the price news, and let's move on. Now hear me out on this one. By all means, and I mean this in a very serious manner, please make sure to always do what is just and correct in your country, and to always make sure that you are following the rules just because, logic. However, I'm noticing a very special trend that's beginning to pop up, and it's not going to happen. I'm just trying to be completely... that was a very loud one. You guys are ridiculous. Alrighty. It says, amid the enormous success of crypto-powered game Axie Infinity in the Philippines, the local Department of Finance has made it clear that it wants a cut of the profits generated by playing Axie and other play-to-earn. I really hope you cannot hear that, but I have a very strong feeling you can. An August 23rd report from Inquirer cites Philippines Finance Undersecretary Antoinette Tiangco as clarifying that any profits gleaned through play-to-earn games are subject to income tax. She said cryptocurrency is an asset, so it's already taxable in the Philippines. Whoever earns currency from it, it's income you should report. End quote. I'm going to explain what's happening. There's a huge trend thing that's happening, oh my lord, in the cryptocurrency space right now where people... It's driving me nuts. Where people right now basically are making huge amounts of money from cryptocurrencies through gaming. One of the prospects for NFTs in the future is through gaming, and basically there's a lot of people that are trying to build these platforms that are like play to earn. So you start the game, you have no money, and the longer you play it, the more cryptocurrency you make from it. A lot of these are being built on decentralized platforms, or platforms that don't, you kind of catch my drift. But governments are like, oh, that's another way that you're making money, so we want money from it as well. And once again, that's not what's going to happen. I have a very strange feeling. Just to listen, I'm going to end the story here because there's literally an hour worth of stuff that I could say. But it's more like regulators are constantly like digging through the mud, trying to figure out exactly what they can and cannot tax. There's even a part around here where she's like, is it a security? Is it a currency? And it's like, well, it's a video game. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of like imagine if regulators were trying to tax the currency that you got from Grand Theft Auto. It'd be kind of like a little weird. It's not the same thing, I understand, but anyway, this was quite popular news. This is floating around a lot because some regulator has said something about these games. These games are going to continue in popularity. Like, there's not going to be a point where people are going to be able to play video games and make money from it for free, and it's not going to kind of catch on. But I think we're in for a very interesting future when regulators realize that no one's paying attention to them anymore. Once again, you should always, wherever you are, pay attention to local laws and regulations and customs. But we know logic is, it feels like they're in the flat, and it's driving me crazy. I don't know if you can hear it or not. Anyway, okay, cool. All right, cool. There's two coins playing a video game, which I also should have caught on to. And they also have headphones, but they have no ears, and that's kind of weirding me out. All right, that's that news. Let's move on. Next up, what is digital asset manager CoinShares says Ethereum competitor Solana recorded more institutional capital inflows than any other asset in the last week. In its weekly report, the firm says Solana recorded more than twice the amount of institutional capital than Ethereum. They said Solana, a competitor to Ethereum offering a flexible infrastructure and faster transaction settlement, saw the largest inflows of any digital asset last week, totaling That's it? $7 million. I was expecting like 71 billion or something like that. Ethereum saw miner inflows totaling 3.2 million last week. I feel like these numbers are kind of incorrect, along with other altcoins such as Cardano, Litecoin, and Polkadot, which saw inflows of 6.4 million, 1.8, and $1 million respectively. Solana backed by FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried has witnessed a 92% rally in the last 2 weeks, while Ethereum posted an 11% rise in the same period. Again, it's a little weird. I was expecting something completely different when I saw this article floating around. Is it that they only recorded institutions pouring? That's not a huge amount of money. I was expecting something absolutely substantial. We've seen major price rises in the cryptocurrency market. I don't assume that an inflow of $6 million into Cardano caused the price rise that we saw. I assume it's something a lot more substantial. The news is Solana and Cardano have really been making the news quite recently. I'm not sure if you've noticed, as they're both deemed to be Ethereum competitors, and they might take the spot. Once again, I don't not doubt it, but if history is anything that I've seen before, the moment any coin tries to usurp Ethereum's price is going to skyrocket. And if any coin tries to take over Bitcoin, it's going to be the exact same thing. Is this woman as big as a planet? It looks like she has a, what's that? Like, it looks like a hard drive on the side of her head, and she has like metal tentacles. I want to meet the people who make this art. Like, it's just quite fascinating, to say the least. I assume the point is she's as big as a planet. I get sidetracked very easily. What did someone said it in the comment section that I have ADHD or something like that? I don't doubt it at this point. I have something. We all know. I mean, stop it. Like, you if you've been here for more than 15 videos, you know I'm a little off in some sort of way. Anyway, that's the Solana news. I really feel like that number is probably a lot higher. I doubt that it was only a couple $1 million that caused the pump in these coins. But cool. Yeah, they're going up. Let's move on. Also in surprising, not really surprising news, business intelligence company MicroStrategy has financed another massive Bitcoin purchase as Bitcoin hovers around $50,000. On Tuesday, Bitcoin bull and company CEO Michael Saylor announced that it had raised $177 million to add more Bitcoin to its reserves. In total, MicroStrategy bought approximately 3,907 Bitcoin with the latest purchase. They said MicroStrategy has purchased an additional 3,907 Bitcoin for $177 million in cash at an average price of $45,000 per Bitcoin as of August the 23rd. We hodl 108,992 BTCs acquired for $2.9 billion at an average price of $26,000 per Bitcoin. So a lot of people were shocked. I saw maybe even one is up here. It was like, nope, it's not there. There was one that was kind of like condescending. It was like MicroStrategy has purchased more Bitcoin after not doing so for months. But like the tone of it was like, oh, they simply did not have the money to be able to do so. And it's like, dude, do you have $177 million to throw into the market? I don't think so, whoever wrote that article. Anyway, so for those of you who were not here before, there's like lava flowing out of this building. For those of you who were not here before, MicroStrategy is, I believe, the largest company who has openly told us that they have huge amounts of Bitcoin. I think their original goal was to have over 1 million Bitcoin. We'll see if they're still able to get there. You know, prices are rising quite quickly. But the fact that they still have over 100,000 Bitcoin is still a bit crazy. And that's just the company as well. That's not even the guy, Michael Saylor, who also holds an enormous amount of Bitcoin. Remember that really weird news story that we had before? This was earlier this year, where the mayor of Miami was talking about making Miami like a Bitcoin hub. And there was some company in Dubai who was like, it's okay, we can lend you 100,000 Bitcoin. And I was like, if they have 100,000 to lend out, I can only assume that they have maybe 900,000 more in their pockets. So cool. Yeah, the companies keep buying. That was what the other thing was talking about, you know, the institutions who are hodling. Yeah, so MicroStrategy keeps buying. I'm pretty sure other companies are doing the exact same thing. And without further ado, let's moving on. Also, really heavily in the news right now, crypto finance group, Incor Bank, and Enacta are the three Swiss financial institutions that picked Tezos as their choice for tokenization. The Switzerland-based financial institutions, Crypto Finance Group, Incor Bank, and Enacta have selected Tezos to create on-chain digital products through a new token standard for asset tokenization. Incor Bank would also enable additional digital services with Tezos, the native currency of the Tezos blockchain. So the news floating around was that 3 banks have now started using Tezos as their actual blockchain of choice, if you will, for whatever they're trying to do with their company. And it's actually pretty significant news, but no. I'm going to wipe away that but. I have felt for a while that Tezos is like an institutional chain that was made by institutions, whether you believe that or not. And I get that from the news that we had in 2019. For those of you not looking at the screen, it says 30 plus assets now supported on Coinbase custody. For those of you who remember 2018, it was basically a time when the prices were rapidly declining, and everyone was basically telling other cryptocurrency exchanges, hey, I think you should be adding new coins to your platform. At the beginning of 2019, when Coinbase's share of the market began to rapidly decline because Binance was adding every single coin on the market, Coinbase was like, hey, we're going to do the exact same thing, and we're going to add around 60 new assets to our platform. And everybody was like, whoa, can't believe it, because Coinbase was only adding like 1 new coin every 3 months. But something really weird happened when they actually started adding support to their platform, whether it be through custody, through Pro, or through normal Coinbase. They were only adding coins that people weren't asking for. And I remember saying this explicitly. I was like, no one was asking for those coins. People were asking them like to add XRP and to add Cardano and to add all the other, like, I think even Tron was also one of them as well. And say, yeah, we've added new coins like Algor, Zcash, Tezos, Foam, Kin, and MakerDAI, and everyone was like, what? I don't understand why these coins are being added to their platform. This was also around the same exact time where we had news that the guy who runs Coinbase, the CEO, actually loves Ethereum, and then we realized that a lot of the coins being put onto the platform were ERC20 based, which like the Ethereum token standard. And then also at the end of the year, they were like, oh, we're going to add staking to our platform. And people were like, whoa, I can't wait to start making passive income. And then they added Tezos as their staking coin to their platform. And everyone was like, ooh, it's not what we asked for. So I've believed for a while that Tezos was actually, this is, allegedly, who cares? I don't know what I have to say there. It's more of a, this was clearly created by some type of institution in some sort of way, because it really came out of nowhere. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm not saying it's not amazing. I'm just saying whenever we get news that institutions are using it, because the news that was also pushed around first, that came out even before, like what you're seeing on the screen, there was news that came out nearly everywhere about an hour or so before, and then a lot of the articles disappeared. It was like 3 Swiss banks are choosing to use Tezos over XRP and Lumens. And I was like, huh? And now all the articles are saying something along the lines of financial groups or financial institutions are now using Tezos for their tokenization. So anyway, cool. I mean, if you have Tezos, then, gosh darn it, that's absolutely incredible. I hope your Tezos goes sky high and you make tons of money and buy a whole bunch of apartments and a boat or whatever you plan on buying from the cryptocurrency market. It's just that I'm pretty certain at this point, like it's the same with all the other stable coins. Like when Tether launched first, every other stable coin that came out after it was clearly done by an institution. And that's why there was so much discussion about actual, like, are these coins actually decentralized? And that's why Tezos, not Tezos, the one with the money, Tether put their coin onto like 16 other blockchains and other coins still haven't. So anyway, that's the Tezos news. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, can't wait for the Tezosing. All right. Let's move on. Yeah. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Ooh. Gotta learn how to click. The U.S. banking giant Citigroup is currently awaiting approval to begin trading CME Bitcoin futures. This was reported by CoinDesk. An anonymous source within the bank told CoinDesk that Citigroup is currently dealing with a recent uptick in demand for Bitcoin exposure among their clients. If approved, Citi would join the ranks of Goldman Sachs and become the second major bank to offer Bitcoin futures trading. So not really much to dive in deep here. Every major bank over the last 3 or 4 weeks has announced, or we've had anonymous sources tell us that they're going to be launching Bitcoin futures or Bitcoin derivatives or Bitcoin options or Bitcoin something over the next couple of weeks. And the news is like, this article says, you know, like they are, maybe this is also it right here. Something along the lines of it. It says Citi awaits regulatory approval to start trading Bitcoin futures on CME. But there was another article that made it sound as if it had started or they had received approval. We all know the SEC ABC takes forever to do anything. So this will take quite a while. I think this also has to go through the CFTC anyway. Doesn't really matter. Once again, just for complete understanding, every single bank is in the cryptocurrency space. I am certain at this point that they're all buying up tons of Bitcoin. You do not offer anything to your clients without having some yourself, especially not when it's a finite instrument. This is why I always find the idea that they are offering futures or derivatives to their clients and not the actual physical Bitcoin quite hilarious, because their clients are going to be a little upset in about 10 years when they realize that they don't own the clients don't own the actual Bitcoin. They own a derivative or a piece of paper that says, yeah, you were betting on Bitcoin's future price and not, the actual Bitcoin. So that's going to be fun in 5 years to deal with. All right. I don't have my phone with me, so I'm going to try and do it from the top of my head, and I know it's not going to work. Professor Wally from Gunbite University, Tony Ambroski? I feel like I'm already off. Roman Gaba, Bitcoin Bin, Mortified, Arachno Dave, Tony Ambroski, The Dealer's Den, Red Plum Tomato, Umnu, Wishniki, The Letter M, Stephen Dirks, Captain Something, and The Z-Way Lay, Crypto Black Sheep, AJ Cut 5, Speedy 655, Beyonce? No, wait. Tartar Sauce. I'm trying to remember one name so I can go through the rest of them. All I can keep picturing is Paxis. Crypto Artist, Coldy 3D, Damien Setsuna, Rich Richard III, Vladian Paler, Paxis, Nick Mangialavodi, Jeremy Fox, Jim Gardner, Minting Coins, Miller His Chest Every Day, Kyle Skips Leg Day, Yester Crypto, Bodie McBoatface, Anytime for this March Corner Staff, Arfmedic 17, Bake Me a Cake, Tigger Machanisa, On Crypto with Lionel, Crayola Michelle, URL, and Bolero Bastos. I know I'm missing about more than half the names. Tony the Tiger? I'm not going to get it. I think I did pretty well. I know I didn't. You don't have to lie to me. And I know some of you didn't. You were like, no, you did not do very well. I'm missing a lot of names. I'm sorry. I don't have my phone with me. I do hope you all enjoyed. Yeah, that's one thing. I do hope you all are having a great day, a great morning. That's the end of the video. At the moment, Bitcoin is down by 2.8%. Ethereum is down by 4%. Bitcoin's still at $48,371. Like, we were literally not here a couple of weeks ago, so everyone should still be quite euphoric in manner as it is. Binance Coin, for some reason, is not really caring what Bitcoin's doing right now and is very close to being green once again. I don't think any coin has really bucked the trend. There was a lot of other news, like some other really hypey coins have also fallen down. It was like there was one like Baby Doge, and then there was like Super Baby Doggy. There's a whole bunch of really weird coins that have come from other coins, and these coins were pumping weeks ago because, hype, and now they're completely collapsing, and everyone's like, I don't understand why the Baby Doge isn't working, and because it's not a coin that anyone's ever going to actually use. Anyway, yeah. That's going to do it for today's video. I do hope you all enjoyed. What kind of dip is that? Jeez Louise. I do hope you all enjoyed. I do hope you all are having a great day, a great morning, a great afternoon, a great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. My toe hurts. Ow. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening, and I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.